And welcome back once again to the best and worst of wrestling in 2016 Raw edition. We just finished off talking about the most shocking moment of 2016. Uh, Now keep in mind this is all in the purview of kayfabe. But now, James, I think it's time to talk about the bad stuff.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, the next category is the most controversial moments in the wrestling community. This is either in kayfabe or out of kayfabe, mainly out of kayfabe. Our honorable mentions are Ric Flair kisses Becky Lynch during the Divas Championship match at the Royal Rumble. Adam Rose is arrested in Florida for domestic violence and tampering with evidence. Major names released from WWE, including Cody Rhodes and Damien Sandow, and many, many more. The recreation of the Montreal Screwjob. Hulk Hogan versus Gorka sends defendants bankrupt. Jerry Lawler, arrested for domestic violence in Tennessee, suspended, then reinstated. TNA's legal and financial woes. NXT's Terrence Jean Jacques, arrested and suspended for kidnapping and assault charges. And our winner of most controversial moment in the wrestling community, ladies and gentlemen, say it with me. The
Wellness
wellness
policy
policy.
suspensions.
Fuck the wellness policy suspensions, especially if they're fake.
It's like, you get a wellness policy suspension. You get a wellness policy suspension. Everyone gets wellness policy suspensions.
So with this, some of the problems with this is we don't know if some of them are fake, ill. It's put the wellness policy into question, which is terrible.
Well,
We've had
let's go down each of the list. Like it start again. Let's go back to February where this all started, with Adam Rose and Connor, of the Ascension.
mm,
Now I forgot, was Adam Rose's was that unsure or was that legitimate? Because he was suspended for 60.
I I think that one was legitimate.
Okay, and I was actually surprised with Connor. Um, I think it was Connor that got suspended. But it was one of the Ascension members got suspended, and I didn't even know he actually had it was for 60 days, which means I didn't even know he already got suspended for 30 days, which was a shock to me, at least.
Mm. Meh,
Yeah.
meh.
So that wellness
It was an Ascension man. It was an Ascension member. We didn't care.
right. So
Ow. I'm sorry, Ascension. You were so good.
yeah, but then fast forward to one of the first big shockers, and that was with, of all people, the WWE champion Roman Reigns.
Who,
Well,
by the way, has got this. Like, honestly, usually when you get a wellness policy suspension, you get knocked way down the card. Like, if you're a main eventer, you go down to the mid card for a long time. For anywhere up to a year, maybe longer.
yeah,
You
I should
don't see a world title shot for a very long time.
right. That well, I want to talk about specifically about the stuff surrounding the wellness policy suspension. The people, the behind the scenes guys knew beforehand going into Money in the Bank.
Mm.
So so I assume at Money in the Bank, they had to have, as basically as punishment, Roman Reigns had to lose clean at to Seth Rollins. And then the following next round on Raw, he's there and they challenge for the which set up for whatchamacallit, the Shield Triple Threat. All again, awesome match. Except one problem. Roman Reigns was not on TV for a good month. So it was
Mm.
all Ambrose and Rollins for a good year, and they had to address the elephant in the room.
Yeah. Um, there is one thing I think they could do to fix every issue people currently have with the wellness policy. One, release the entire wellness policy, exactly what you have to do to break it, and two, and two, when someone breaks it, release why they broke it, and three, the moment they find out that they have broken the wellness policy, they have to announce it. They can't hold off.
Right. Um, and I think, but I think they when they announced Roman Reigns got suspended, uh, that was a huge deal. That no one thought that like a top guy could get could get caught. I mean, the last person that I can think of, someone who got suspended for wellness policy was Rob Van Dam back in 2006. When he got caught with weed with Sabu during the traffic stop. Um,
Yes, that is the sad thing because as well as being a Goldberg mark, I'm kind of a Rob Van Dam mark. Yeah.
Anyway, so the Roman Reigns thing happened. Then we got hit with 3 wellness policy suspensions in a row. Del Rio and Page got hit for like the same thing, which
At the
started
same time.
yeah at the
So
same
it's
time.
obvious they took the same thing.
Uh,
Yeah, pass it by the left hand side if you catch my drift.
yes. But what's even worse for that is that right after Paige was done with her 30, she got hit with another 60 for another substance. Like right
And,
afterwards. So
and
so she was suspended for a total of 90 days
honestly, that's the
consecutively.
same. That is the same length as your no complete clause.
Yeah, pretty
That's-
much. And then
Literally, if she wasn't under contract, she could have just left.
yeah. Uh
Unfortunately,
yeah, and then but the big shocker one right after that, like the day after they announced that Del Rio and Paige got hit with the wellness policy, Eva Marie got hit, and that
and
instantly killed her heat push. Uh,
that killed her heat push, and we haven't seen her since.
well, I think
Yeah, that's
she was doing
movie.
a movie, I think, with Nick Cage.
She's currently doing a movie, as far as we know. We do not know when she'll be back.
Maybe
Speaking of Paige,
maybe
she'll
she's
be
not.
back hopefully soon because
Yeah,
her 60-day suspension is now over.
yeah,
But I am waiting for the third infraction, which is you're fired.
yeah. I'm thinking like, what if Eva Marie is La Luchadora?
Please no, because that would be stupid.
Yeah, okay. I was just saying because a lot of people are saying Tamina Snuka, but like the height doesn't match.
Yeah, there are some close-ups, and it's obvious that they're not white.
I was thinking it's either, but anyway. But the big one this year, like just announced, I think a couple weeks ago, was Lesnar getting suspended from MMA for a whole year
Mm-hmm.
because of the
Honestly, a year isn't that long.
right, but the fact that but also that but his UFC 200 match was instantly thrown out.
Eh.
Yeah, but
Honestly, Lesnar doesn't give a shit at this point.
I guess. But but now it's time to see where do you go from here with Lesnar because now you're officially suspended from that one sport, and will
No,
that
no, not from that one sport, from that one state.
uh,
It
uh,
was just the one state where the match happened in. You can't. Mm.
well you're banned? No, it's banned
Uh,
from the UFC.
no,
Oh, oh,
he's banned from competing anywhere. He it's tricky. He's banned. I think it is. He is banned from any commission that is based in the state of Los Angeles, like UFC is.
state. You mean the state of Nevada?
Yeah, state of Nevada.
You said
Uh,
you
honestly,
meant you meant Las Vegas, but the city of Las Vegas, so state of Nevada. Yeah.
no. Um. Anyway. Um.
Yeah, there's that the other way around it. The
Yeah.
wellness policies were the most controversial moment of 2016. So let's get off the ugly stuff for now. And let's go into some of the more extreme stuff, as it were.
Extreme.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call some of these spots extreme, but the next category is best spot of the year. 2016, obviously. Honorable mentions: Jack Gallagher's Gentlemanly Duel. Yes, that happened very recently, but it was so good I put it on this list.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Owens' swan dive into two tables, the Royal Rumble. Nakamura versus Sami Zayn, Fight Forever, Takeover Dallas. Shane McMahon leaps off Hell in a Cell. Chris Jericho slammed into thumbtacks. Kevin Owens takes a Michinoku driver onto a sideways ladder. Dear God, that hurt. Looked like it hurt. Shane Thorne from TM61 swantons off a crane tower. Seth Rollins frog splash into an RKO. Survivor Series. Dean Ambrose falls into two tables. TLC. Sasha Banks applies the bank statement between arena railings. Monday Night Raw. And Will Ospreay and Ricochet. Flippy shit. Super Juniors 23.
Uh,
Guys, I love Japan. I love New Japan. And oh my God, this was so fucking good.
yeah, I recently just watched it, and it's one of the most. I'll say it's one of the most like amazing like few second like minute of like countering and flips and
They don't
whatnot.
stop. They go for a solid minute and a half, I think, where they just counter, flip, move, 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 flip, 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 land, pose. And some people say that isn't wrestling, but I say, God damn, that's some good wrestling.
Yeah, it's one of those moments that it's about times like what is wrestling like the like this like this sent like waves throughout the wrestling community about like is this technically wrestling? Is this just like this is just ballet in the ring? But it like what we're saying is like isn't wrestling always like choreographed?
Mm,
Like
yeah.
you have to call spots like each time. Um,
Wrestling has always been ballet with fists. This is just turned up ballet part. Um, Will Ospreay and Ricochet, it's very hard to do. I've seen it done kind of in with other people, but it's always been either Ricochet or Will Ospreay doing it, and the other guy has always felt lacking. But when Will Ospreay and Ricochet are in a ring together, it's magic. It always is magic. But this one is so good because it's just so good, guys. People should watch more New Japan. It is so good. I'm basically the only one on the Haymakers who watches this stuff, and I have to fight to get this on.
Yeah, I was honestly I was pushing for Nakamura and Zayn fighting forever, or Sasha Banks applying the bank statement between the rear railings. But looking at it, yeah, Osprey and Ricochet doing the solid minute and a half of flippy shit was the best spot of 2016. Now, moving on, wrestling a match and pulling off like hell any of these amazing spots that we just talked about proves you can walk the walk. But can you talk the talk? A bad promo can kill a wrestler's push dead in its tracks. Hi, Kalisto. But with enough confidence, creativity, and realism, you can come away with a memorable promo. Here are the honorable mentions: Daniel Bryan's retirement speech, The Shield build to Battleground, Sasha Banks and Charlotte one night stand promo, Dolph Ziggler last chance at glory, Mick Foley, Sami Zayn, Raw Go Home show before Roadblock. And the Miz shoot promo on Talking Smack. I put that there for a reason!
Oh.
Okay, well, again, that was freaking amazing, and that would have been our pick for best promo of 2016 because of how real it felt. Until it was going to be that, and just going over what we thought about each of these promos, I specifically remember while going over these lists one particular promo that we completely forgot about, and every single one of the Raw guys, including Punk, agreed was the best promo of 2016. Wait,
Yeah, the moment, I don't remember who brought it up, but the moment it was brought up, we were like, oh god, yeah, that. Oh god, that was
it was
amazing.
me. It was me. I know, from what I remember, the SmackDown guys are going for real. We're going for creative. Our pick for best promo of the year goes to the New Day Time Machine.
New
Day
rocks.
New
Day rocks. New Day rocks. I'm not dancing in my chair.
Okay. But yeah, this promo segment had to be one of the most creative sort of kayfabe breaking moment of the year, and keep in mind this was still within the purview of kayfabe. That again, this, and it was even in a non important feud between the New Day and the Vaudevillains of all people. So let's take you back in our Raw Haymakers time machine. It's in the beginning around the middle of May, where they're right in the middle of the feud, and the New Day are come out to the ring. They're about to cut a promo, and all of a sudden you see this giant refrigerator box with a bunch of like wires and a keyboard all the time. Like, what is this?
Just glued to it.
Yeah, it's like, it is our New Day time machine. No, that's a refrigerator box with stuff attached to it. Like, no, it's a time machine. So the pro is like, oh, we're gonna go back to the a time before a time that was a time beforehand. So they all go into the box, and it was actually more effective at home because they actually did apply some of the effects.
Yeah, they applied the effects and such.
And all of a sudden you hear Kofi's music from 2009, back when he was.
And I was like, oh.
It was like it's trouble. Find out there's trouble in paradise. And Xavier comes back. We didn't go back far enough. We have to go back. Xavier Kofi's like, no, leave me here. 2009 was the best year.
And at that moment, I went, it's true, sadly. But I would say his best year now, 2016.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But then finally going back to, like the 1900s, so the era of catch grab, as it were. And bring it out, like, what happened to the Bootios? They are now derriere squares. This was easily one of the best segments, best promos cut. It was the most creative.
It made the feud. Literally, the best thing from that feud is that promo.
Yeah, you could.
Sad.
Yeah. So even though the feud was crap, the promo that gave us one of the most entertaining moments on Raw is our pick for best promo of 2016.
Do you want me to handle the next one?
Sure. Next is an interesting one. It is for the best promotion.
Now, this year there's been every major promotion has had a great year. From New Japan to WWE. I don't count Lucha Underground as a promotion. It's a brand and a show, but it's not a promotion.
That's right. It's part of AAA, I think it was.
Yes, AAA, for example, they've had a great year as well. But our pick for best promotion this year, because we're not going to do honorable mentions, otherwise we'll be here all night.
Yeah.
Our pick for best promotion is the birth child of Adam Pacitti and Adam Blampier, WCW. Adam Senpai, notice me.
I don't think he's gonna notice you, but yeah, I should point out like every single one of the promotions we had this year, from WWE to New Japan, had great years, and they would easily be our number of picks. But we're specifically picking out WCPW for one of the big reasons, the promotion on the internet.
And it has existed less than a year and is now bigger than most indie promotions.
Well, that's saying something, because you have uh like where I live in I live on Long Island in New York, and well, the biggest thing in terms of like indie promotions is Victory Pro Wrestling, where you have some fellow like local wrestlers that operate out of a gym, and occasionally you'll get a former WWE superstar to come by, like Rikishi or Adam Rose, come by and do a match. But with WCPW, the fact that it's an indie promotion that runs out of what is it? Is it Manchester?
Mainly Newcastle, but they
Newcastle.
have gone to Manchester, London. In April, they're going to be in Orlando. So go check that
Yes.
out. Buy your tickets because it's the same week. I think it's the same week or the week after WrestleMania. So if you love
I'm
wrestling,
I'm assuming it's the same week, because that's the same time as WrestleCon.
yeah, like they're doing this big thing because they got that like the heroes of internet wrestling, and they're
Yeah,
going to be on that. Well, Adam are.
Brian Zane from Wrestling with Regret, Steve and Larson are going to be on there.
A
They
few
just
others.
yeah, they also announced Matthew of Mania is going to be on there too.
Hey, Botchamania,
Uh,
Botchamania.
but
Thank
anyway,
you.
you're welcome. But anyway, going back to WCPW, just the fact that it's an internet promotion, but then you're still getting, while we're still promoting some of the local guys like Joe Hendry, Martin
Henry
Kirby,
make things better.
uh,
Mm,
Big Damo, El Ligero. You're still getting, still
Martin
promoting.
Kirby.
Yeah, I said.
We mustn't forget the WCPW general manager Martin Kirby.
Oh, right, that happened. But not only
Funny
that, but you're also
parmesan.
getting some of the other indie guys out there. Again, when Damien Sandow got released, like one of the first matches he had was in WCPW. When Cody Rhodes asked for his release, he ended up in WCPW. One of the best matches of the
Del
year.
Rio's first match from leaving, his literal first match after leaving WWE was WCPW.
A match that had was it the Ring of Honor Championship, had one of the best matches of the year in Jay Lethal versus Noam Dar at WCPW Built to
And
Destroy.
El Ligero too, who Jay Lethal versus El Ligero was great. Martin Kirby versus Osprey 1 and 2, whose storyline is great.
We got to see Adam Blampier get powerbombed through a table.
And end up in his tighty whities. That I wish I didn't see.
The benefits of being a heel manager.
Yes. At first, it wasn't too good with the commentary. I'm sorry, King Ross, but
Yeah, they changed it up. It got a lot better.
yeah, they got actual commentators. It's really good. They promote local talent, but they also have almost on very regular basis have big name internationals come in. Um, they're doing work with Global Force, with Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Uh,
And
um,
now I know a couple people are going to be participating in the UK Championship. I know.
yes, I believe 4 people, that being Mustache Mountain, which I hope they come to WWE because that would mean Jack Gallagher and Mustache Mountain are together, and they have the best facial hair in the world. You've got Joseph Connors, who is the best Gollum. I want this title is mine. And like his heel run in WCPW is great. What's really good is the people who are doing the booking are literally Adam Blompier is doing the booking, so you know who to bitch at when the booking sucks.
That you just go on the YouTube comments on Twitter. It's like, you suck.
Yes.
But
They bring in what's and this is a really cool thing. They've been bringing in good names solidly, and guys like Big Damo, Noam Dar, a lot of the guys from the wrestling scene in England are coming over to NXT to WWE and are doing great, and it makes me happy.
mm-hmm. It's the like WCPW with the first one of the first ever like exclusive internet pro wrestling shows is like really paving the way for new ways of getting wrestling to the masses, and hopefully with this and it's definitely one of the big ways of promoting these indie guys out of England and around the world. So WCPW is our special pick for best promotion of 2016.
Now, from best promotion to best pay-per-view or network event, here are some of the honorable mentions.
Oh, wait. Before we do that, we should point out one thing before we talk about pay-per-views and network events. We are not counting tournaments.
That means the Cruiserweight Classic, the Best of the Super Juniors, and the G1 Climax are not counted.
Yeah, the match. Otherwise, G1 Climax would have won easily.
Yeah, because it's got multiple 5-star matches in it. It's got multiple 4.5-star matches in it.
Another
the
thing,
story throughout is better than any other.
Yeah, so we want to narrow this down to it has to be within 1 day or 3 days, according to one of our papers. It has to be less than 3 days.
Yeah, it has to be a very short period of time. And now saying that, I'm going to move on to honorable mentions. The Royal Rumble, Extreme Rules, WWE Battleground, Survivor Series, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla Battle of Los Angeles, NXT TakeOver Dallas, NXT TakeOver Brooklyn, and NXT TakeOver Toronto.
What?
And our winner is Wrestle Kingdom 10.
Like now, this was a joint decision. Originally, we were deciding on which one we were going to pick because everyone agreed that NXT TakeOver Dallas was our number 3 pick.
Yes, it was a good, solid pay-per-view, but it wasn't the best.
Right. So we ultimately went with the one with probably the longest matches.
Oh God, Wrestle Kingdom is always so long, but so worth it and good. Wrestle Kingdom 10 takes you around 5 to 6 hours to watch. It's always has the best wrestling of the year. It's got Wrestle Kingdom 10 has got some of the best wrestling of the year. And how a Wrestle Kingdom and most New Japan and pay-per-views are built is they have the matches first, they have the tag team and multi-tag matches, then they have the lower mid card, then they have the upper card, and that is how they do it. And these matches go on a long time because unlike WWE, where WWE is more comedy and story based, New Japan is about the fight. It is about the story of the fight. There are comedic moments, and by the way, the reason the Bullet Club became so over is because they did things differently. Because they did a lot of comedy stuff and were a bit silly. But a lot of New Japan Wrestling is all about the fight. You trade wins your wins, to go, hey, I've beaten all these people. I deserve a shot at the title. I don't want to talk about too many of the matches from Wrestle Kingdom 10 because they're so good. I want you to experience them unspoiled.
Yeah.
Well, there is one I will be talking about later, though.
Yeah, I'm still like halfway through just watching all the matches. All I can say is damn. Just damn.
Yeah.
Just looking at just like my first time actually looking at the Tokyo Dome. Just the setup that they have is massive. Actually, like the setup actually kind of reminds me of WrestleMania 19, the way they set up their Titantron.
Mm.
But yeah, I could say like the matches are definitely worth watching. I know what, but yeah, Wrestle Kingdom 10 is our pick for.
And I urge you, even if you get just New Japan World for 1 month, get it this month. Wrestle Kingdom 10, not 10, Wrestle Kingdom 11 is on the 4th. The 4th of the month, of next month. So less than a week. Wrestle Kingdom 11 is looking to be the biggest stacked card ever. And that is saying something because last year was stacked.
Mm.
I'm going to be watching that live, and I will need a lot of sugar and a lot of alcohol to get through it because, dear God, it goes on for a long time, but it is worth it because it is some of the best wrestling every single year.
Mm.
If you're not sure about watching a Wrestle Kingdom and you're wanting to get into it, watch Wrestle Kingdom 9. Both Wrestle Kingdom 10 and 9 are amazing, but I would put Wrestle Kingdom 9 as slightly better for if you're wanting to get into New Japan. It gives you exactly this is what New Japan is.
All right.
Anyway, and take us to the next category, Voice.
Yeah, so we talked about the best pay-per-view, but not every time do we get a good pay-per-view. In fact, we had quite a few duds this year. They're nothing as bad as, say, Triple Mania 22, where nothing actually worked, but...
Poor Triple Mania. Poor Triple Mania.
Yeah. But this year we had our dud pay-per-views, so here are the honorable mentions for worst pay-per-view or network event of 2016. Fastlane, The Last Third. TNA Slammiversary 16. TNA One Night Only. SummerSlam. Clash of Champions. TNA Bound for Glory. Roadblock End of the Line. Our pick for worst pay-per-view of 2016 goes to WrestleMania 32.
Shock horror! We didn't rip it a new one earlier, did we?
Yeah, okay, now, I just want to point out, technically speaking, WrestleMania was not a bad show wrestling-wise. There were several good matches on that card that are worth watching. In fact, if we were going based solely on what was the worst, technically, or worst wrestling, I would say either TNA Bound for Glory or Roadblock End of the Line.
Roadblock End of the Line. Roadblock, Electric Boogaloo too.
However, the reason WrestleMania 32 is our pick for worst pay-per-view is it did not matter. we mentioned this before with worst storyline, but WrestleMania 32 did not matter this year. Like,
And when
nothing.
a WrestleMania doesn't matter, it pisses a lot of people off because, and I will attest to this, I've been to a WrestleMania. I have made and I will point this out, 18 to 16 hour flight from Australia to America, and that is when it's on the West Coast.
Yep.
When it's on the East Coast, it's even longer. People get pissy when they fly all the way to America to come to a wrestling event, a big wrestling event, might I add you, and then for you to watch the show go, oh, that was kind of good. That was worth the money at least. And then going on the next night and having all that worth ripped out of your hands by a Raw. That pisses you off.
But not only...
I luckily didn't have to worry about that because I went to WrestleMania 26 and the Raw after that was amazing.
Yes. But even so, with WrestleMania 32, it broke records. It had the highest attendance record for any WrestleMania. But the event didn't feel justified to break that record. The main event of WrestleMania was Roman Reigns versus Triple H. It exposed Roman. It went on too long. It was sloggy, and it was just a mess.
It was boring too.
Yeah.
I literally walked away partway through the match, and when I came back, it was Roman. It was just before Roman speared Stephanie, and I went, "Oh, that was good," and walked off again.
Like, so basically, what we're saying is WrestleMania. The fact that this is WrestleMania, your marquee pay-per-view, and you end it with one of the worst endings of the year.
And then you killed whatever good was in it with Raw.
Yeah, that officially makes WrestleMania 32 our pick for worst pay-per-view of the year. Now, that being said, that was for worst. Let's go back into our awesome stuff, because now we get to talk about match of the year. And holy,
we need some positivity, some power
of positivity, because holy crap, because holy freaking crap, there were a lot of damn good matches this year. If you just go on to Pro Wrestling, the Pro Wrestling Database, there were 4 5-star matches this year. One of them was a tag match. A tag match got a 5-star rating. Unfortunately, we forgot to mention it, but
I'll mention it now.
Yeah, what was it? The Bullet Club, Adam Cole, and the Young Bucks versus Matt Seidel, Ricochet, and Will Ospreay was a 5-star match, and that makes our honorable mentions.
And that is in honorable mentions. You will see something as we go through the honorable mentions, what we kind of like.
Yes. That being said, here are our honorable mentions for match of the year, including the one we just mentioned. Kevin Owens versus Dean Ambrose in a last man standing match at the Royal Rumble.
Dean Ambrose versus Triple H, Roadblock, not end of the line, damn it.
Shinsuke Nakamura versus Sami Zayn, NXT TakeOver Dallas.
The 7-man ladder match for the IC title at WrestleMania 32.
Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn versus Cesaro versus The Miz, WWE Extreme Rules.
AJ Styles versus Roman Reigns, Extreme Rules.
Will Ospreay versus Ricochet, Best of the Super Juniors 23.
Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens, WWE Battleground.
Noam Dar versus Jay Lethal, WCPW Built to Destroy.
John Cena versus AJ Styles, SummerSlam.
TJ Perkins versus Kota Ibushi, Cruiserweight Classic semifinals.
Dolph Ziggler versus The Miz. No mercy.
The 5-on-5 male roster elimination tag match, Survivor Series.
Now, we each of us, me, Punk, and Voice, we all picked our own match of the year because there were so many good matches and we couldn't just one. Do we want to say Punk's?
Yeah,
At
well,
least mention it.
yes. We should point out that a Punk, I know, of course, not here, but his pick for match of the year went to the women's triple threat match at WrestleMania 32: Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks versus Charlotte.
Which we both agree is a good match.
It was easily match of the best women's match of all time. There's not gonna be a match that's gonna top this
For a long time, at least.
Yeah.
Now,
Actually, no. I take that back. Bailey versus. I'm an idiot. Bailey versus Sasha. I totally forgot about that. I'm an idiot.
So you could say you're a stupid idiot.
Shut up. But yeah, but the fact that I think it's because this was on a marquee event. It's sort of we forgot that. It sort of makes me forget like this is what this culminates all three of these ladies' careers. There's in a match for the women's title, not the divas.
Not the divas, the women's. That's important. Now, do you want to take yours first, or shall I?
You go first.
Okay, so I mentioned before when I was talking about Wrestle Kingdom that I would be talking about one of those matches from it later on. Ladies and gentlemen, my pick for match of the year happened right at the start of the year on the 4th of January. That match is AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the New Japan Intercontinental Championship. This match is the hardest hitting, strong stylist dream. If you like what you see from Nakamura and AJ right now in WWE, go back, watch this match. It is so good. I believe it was a 5-star match from Dave Meltzer.
4.75.
Oh, shut up. It's 5 in my heart. This was the last match for both of them in New Japan, and I believe they both have gone on to. AJ Styles is the WWE champion. Nakamura is the NXT champion. The match was long, hard.
You say long and hard.
We're childish. We're not DX, not at all. If you watch that match, you go, how the hell did these two not come out with multiple concussions during this match? The Bomaye or Kinshasa, whatever you want to call it, the multiple of those Nakamura hit on Styles was so good. In New Japan, feuds go for a long time, and this feud was building up, and it finally culminated in probably one of the in my opinion, best match of the year. If you want to see why Nakamura and Styles were brought to WWE, this is why. This is a very good indicator of, okay, they were putting on their best they possibly could because it was their last match in New Japan.
Now, I haven't actually gotten up to this match in Wrestle Kingdom 10 because I'm only thinking of it like 2-hour mark because holy crap, it's so long. But
No.
but there was one match, like looking at all these matches, all these are fantastic. I should want to point out Dolph Ziggler versus The Miz was going to be our runner-up for at No Mercy was going to be a runner. Was going to be a runner-up just because of the storytelling, the close calls. Like, is Ziggler going to lose? It was really good. However, there was one match this year that had me jumping out of my seat for so many times, and that happened at NXT Takeover Toronto. It was the NXT's answer to the mid card up in WWE, the tag team match of DIY versus the Revival in a 2 out of 3 falls match. This was this match had me on my seat, jumping out of my chair, going, "Oh my god, how did you not fall to that?" The so many times. But when both teams got off their finishers, with the Revival getting the first pin off the Shatter Machine, then the second fall going to going to Gargano and Ciampa off the super kicks. And then everyone started to hit everyone else's finisher. Gargano ducked the super kick, and then Then Gargano and Ciampa hit the Shatter Machine on I think it was Dawson who got hit by it. But then they didn't. They didn't fall. I thought, oh, that would be the perfect way to finish it. But no, it kept going. It kept going, and everyone was cheering. This is awesome. This is awesome. And then ultimately finishing with both team members both people tapping to both people of the Revival tapping out to both their submission moves, just holding on. They can't hold on. They had to tap. It was just, oh my god, it was such a good match. Even though it got 4.5 stars, that easily is the best tag match of the year. I don't care what anyone says about I don't care about that match. This was match of the freaking year. But speaking of tag matches,
yes, it is now time for Tag Team of the Year. So let's start off with our honorable mentions, like we always do. I'm going to get a few of them out of the way now. The Usos, Cesaro and Sheamus, Rhino and Slater. And this is where things start to get interesting. TM61, honorable mention. American Alpha, honorable mention. DIY, honorable mention. The Young Bucks, honorable mention. The Revival, honorable mention. Our winners of Tag Team of the Year are New Day Rocks. New Day Rocks.
To which I say, oh, haymakers! Don't you dare be sour! Clap for your longest reigning tag champs and feel the power!
To all those who are wearing headsets like I am right now, I'm sorry.
Sorry. Sorry, I tried to do my best Big E impression, but no, that's the New Day have been like outstanding as a tag team this year. We were like, I just want to point out each pay-per-view, we were wondering, okay, are they going to drop it now? Are they going to drop it now? Who are they going to drop it to? I think.
And we were laughing all the way through. Their merch is selling through the roof still. Their Bootios are an actual cereal, even though it was just a gimmick.
Yeah, which I hear is just Lucky Charms, but with Cheerios instead of instead of like the little O pieces. I still need to get myself a box, but the fact that these guys have been going strong since since 2015, where they thought where they were getting New Day sucks chance during WrestleMania, and they turned that into a heel gimmick. Yeah, which then turned into a face gimmick because they were so over with their comedic stuff, and the fact that Xavier was so obnoxious on the on Francesca 1, and then Francesca 2, and then Francesca 2 Turbo, and then are they up to hyper fighting yet or no?
I don't know.
But I guarantee, like, the next time Francesca breaks, it's going to be Francesca 2 Turbo hyper fighting.
Yes. If you don't get the reference, it's a
It's a
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter.
Yeah. Street Fighter Ultimate Climax 4.
So that does not exist. Um,
It does
but
now, damn
it goes to show that like even with the weirdest gimmicks, uh, and even some of the worst gimmicks this year, that these guys have prevailed and are officially the longest reigning tag team champs in WWE history at a whopping 400 and was it 83 days?
To the interwebs. You entertain them while I wiki this.
Okay.
Mm.
But just going that long, breaking Demolition's record. It's a shock that these three guys uh on their own with couldn't get over, with exception of maybe Kofi. But together they became like Raw's greatest tag team and one of the best tag teams of all time.
I'm looking for it, but I can't seem to find the list of. See, that's annoying because um they have the WWE Raw Tag Team Champions. Uh, this and that.
It'll probably be combined, so I think it was like 483 days, and yeah, people in the comments can correct this, but
Yeah.
yeah, there's no way of, like, James, what are your, like, anything to add on New Day being the tag team of the year?
It, like I said, they sell more merch than anyone else. They hold on to more stuff than any. They hold on to the. They've held on to the belts for so long. Um, yeah, they held on the belts for so long. They're over as all hell. They sell the most merch. They've gotten things over that shouldn't have got over.
And they've acknowledged mistakes like the old day. Oh God, the old day. It
I blame shitty writing.
but anyway, um, there's no other way to put it. The New Day are the tag team of the year, and now we're here, the final category for the best and worst of wrestling in 2016. We had a lot of thought about it. We looked at our list, checked it twice
Uh,
For Mick Foley 4 times. Yes, we put Mick Foley on there 4 times, just like Jericho. Um,
you know
it is
what,
it is now time.
voice? You
Yeah,
know what? You're going on my list.
whatever. It is now time for Wrestler of the Year. This was this was a hard choice to make
Yes,
because
we spent a lot of time
there were so
making this
many
list.
there were so many great wrestlers this year from all over the world. And here are our honorable mentions for Wrestler of the Year: Cesaro,
10, 10, 10. It's Ty Dillinger. 10.
Bobby Roode,
Pentagon Junior slash Dark.
Kazuchika Okada,
Sexy Star.
T.J. Perkins,
Dean Ambrose.
Samoa Joe,
The Miz.
Asuka,
Charlotte.
Sasha Banks,
Dolph Ziggler.
Kenny Omega,
And Sami Zayn. And now, onto our top 5 wrestlers.
number 5, Chris Jericho,
Number tied at Finn Bella. AJ Styles.
our runner-up, Kevin Owens. And ladies and gentlemen,
Now, Who was missing off that list?
Oh, there's one person missing. Our pick for Wrestler of the Year goes to Shinsuke Nakamura.
Ladies and gentlemen, this man is the most charismatic, the, the most charismatic, the best wrestler, best on the mic, best on in the ring. It doesn't matter what promotion he's in, he's a main eventer, and he's a dominant force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, I should point out, one of the last matches he had in New Japan was a 4.75 star match. Like going into WWE, at least with NXT, you don't know what he's gonna put, what kind of match he was gonna put out. So he was gonna fight Sami Zayn in basically his big farewell match. It was a 4.5. It was a 4.5 match. Basically, which started the 4.5 no Tokyo Dome.
Yeah,
And
that gimmick is never gonna die at this point.
that's officially what do we call it? That's Dave Meltzer's gimmick. 4.5 no Tokyo Dome. But but having him and Sami Zayn, this match started something we never thought we'd hear. Fight forever.
Nakamura has also had wonderfully great matches with people like, I believe, Ty Dillinger. He's had a match with. His matches with Samoa Joe have been amazing. I could very much see him debuting in either at the Rumble or at
Russell,
night after Mania. He doesn't have much left to do in NXT.
No, he's ready to. Him, Joe, they're ready to come up.
Yeah.
But Nakamura especially, the fact that he can put on these amazing matches, just by debuting, this guy is ready, like to make it to the big time, to the main roster, and there's no other way of putting it. Nakamura was the star this year, abroad and in the U.S. Shinsuke Nakamura is Wrestler of the Year.
Now, here's a question. Who do we think is going to win the Rumble? Well, if you want to know, you gotta go watch our video on the Royal Rumble with the rest of the Haymakers before the Rumble. And that's how you plug a show.
Well,
we're not telling you a damn thing until we get to the Rumble. And by the way, I think, boys, do you think we should make a statement?
Oh, okay. Yes. To the SmackDown guys, you better watch out, because we're going to make a wager that you would never see coming. So be wary of the Royal Rumble, because it may be your last time you will ever be on a SmackDown podcast.
Ooh.
Until then, I'm the voice of reason.
And I'm James the Squirrel.
And we'll see you for the Royal Rumble.